Copied versions of popular Roblox games. Hey there everyone, welcome back to Roblox Equals. It is nothing of a rarity to see copied versions of popular Roblox games if you happen to be someone who plays games often in Roblox and keeps an eye on all the new releases. If you wish to know about 5 of such copied versions, then here is your list. Number 5. Jailbreak. As Jailbreak happens to be one of the most famous games of Roblox, it is quite natural to see tons of games made after it on Roblox. The simple reason why developers do that is that they are looking for people to mistakenly enter their game, which would then increase the number of visits to their game. In this sense, they are making the entire game as a clickbait for players to open mistakenly. Other than that, Jailbreak also seems to have a cool idea behind it, so creators do not need to spend much time thinking on ideas for their games. This particular game, made after the famous game Jailbreak, actually had the same name, but the contents inside of it were not that similar at all. It was created by SquirrelJ, and it is disliked by more than 120 people on Roblox. The problem in this game arises from the gaming side, meaning that you do not end up having a decent gaming experience. Number 4. Meep City. A lot of the times when copied versions of popular games are made, they do not really care about keeping the same name for the two games, and instead, it is quite normally seen that they use some other distinctive name for their game, which might make it seem as if the game is very different, while in reality, it would be exactly the same. An example of such a game is Meep City, who takes its name from Bloxburg City, and the game is meant to be a spin-off version of the game. But instead of directly naming it Bloxburg, its creators have chosen to name it Meep City. The game is actually pretty empty, and apart from the basic landscape, there is nothing much over there. In a sense, one could ask to where exactly the city part is, because it can't be seen apparently when you enter the game. Number 3. Booga Booga. The name definitely fascinates many people, but when you look for copied versions of this game, you will still end up finding tons of them. There are games you will see in Roblox which have literally 5 or 6 boogie together, and all we can say about that is that the creator behind the game possibly intended humor through that. The game itself is not that bad, considering you still get to move around, and there is some purpose in it too. But when you compare it to the other games you will get to play in Roblox, it's definitely a big no. The creator has put in effort while creating this game, and we should at least give him or her credit for that. Number 2. Fortnite Simulator. If you were to look for games in the search box you would be able to see in Roblox with the term Fortnite in their names, you will end up finding a huge number of games relevant to this name. Nearly all of them have basically used the concept behind Fortnite because the specific game happens to be so successful, they have higher odds of success because people are typically drawn to famous things. Likewise, the Fortnite Simulator takes the idea from the original Fortnite game, but the only thing is that the simulator does not allow you to unlock or use items until you pay for them with real Robux. Hey, hold up! Before we move on to number 1, do us a favor and please subscribe to the channel. And oh, don't forget to hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our videos. Alright, let's move on to the finale. Number 1. El Mundo Este Phantom Forces. Topping off this list is a game that has a Spanish name instead of an English name, which may be one of the ways through which the creator thought to differentiate his or her game to the real Phantom Forces. Phantom Forces actually happens to be a very famous game, loved by many YouTubers. Similarly, it receives a lot of traffic by players who wish to play it all the time. Therefore, the creators of El Mundo Este Phantom Forces thought it best to name it distinctive, yet not so similar for fans to still enjoy his game and still not be confused with what game they're actually playing. The final decision of these games either being good or bad rests on you, so make sure to check them out. Well, this brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't liked the video yet, it's never too late. Give it a thumbs up, people. We will see you soon in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye.